What's up guys, my name is Solus Baby, and today I want to talk about the buff that happened to Top Tree Nova Bomb specifically for the Voidwalker subclass. This is Attunement of Chaos, and this one actually got a fairly substantial buff with the 2.1.4. I know it's been a while since I've done my subclass trees, but trust me, I'm getting there. I'm just addicted to Apex Legends. Can't really blame me there. So, Top Tree, Cataclysm Nova Bomb. The initial detonation damage increased from 900 to 1500. Detonation radius increased from 8 to 10 meters. Seeker projectile detonation damage increased from 205 to 300, improved Seeker projectile turning radius and homing to make it more consistent to use against bosses and single targets, fixed an issue where Seeker projectiles could be prematurely detonated. So I went down to our friendly neighborhood ogre and threw a Nova Bomb at him a couple times, and it looks like the damage that comes off is 19,947, with a couple little bits of 14 damage thrown in there, not really sure what that's about, and then 3990 for each one of the successive smaller Seeker Nova Bombs that come off and hit him. So, this is extremely impressive, and it does a massive amount of damage to him. It doesn't one-shot him, unfortunately, but to put it in perspective, a Sleeper Bullet does somewhere between 10 and 11,000 damage, so it's pretty good there. I also tested the Exotic Gauntlet for the Nova Bomb, Skull of Dire Ahamkara, which gives you Nova Bomb super energy on each one of the kills, and found out that it's actually extremely impressive. If you take out old Ogre here and a bunch of his little underlings, you pretty much get your Nova Bomb back completely. This is much better than Shards of Galanor and things of that nature. It's really consistent. I used it in a couple different PvE activities, including a public event that you're seeing here, and it comes back almost instantaneously. So this is maybe a viable option here for PvE. For PvP, I don't see this particular subclass being the one that you want to run if you're running Voidwalker. In my opinion, the Devour tree is just better. You get heals on demands and everything. With this tree, you can increase the damage that your grenades do, but it's just not substantial enough for it to make a difference. Now, if this tree had something like fusion grenades, then I can see you being able to use this one a little bit more effectively, charging up a fusion grenade and throwing it for a one-hit kill. But as it sits right now, the scatter grenades and the vortex just aren't my cup of tea for what I want to be using in a PvP kind of setting. But as far as PvE goes, I think you should definitely be running this thing if you're just clearing some stuff in strikes and things of that nature. But as far as endgame activities, there's just no beating the Well of Radiance, and I don't see you taking that off anytime soon, even with the amount of ads that you can clear with this, unless you get into certain different activities, like Forges, if you can consider them endgame. You definitely want to be running this Nova Bomb tree here, even though boss DPS probably isn't there quite as much as things like Sleeper and Whisper over the long-term duration. It's nice to get a little bit of burst damage off there at the very beginning, though it's not that effective against spider tanks, so keep it out of Bergusia. That's pretty much all I have about this subclass. It's a really noticeable buff, and you guys should definitely be trying it out. This will make most things in PvE, except for endgame activities, feel like a breeze, and you'll have your super almost all the time. If you do not have the Skull of Dire Ahamkara, you can go ahead and go to Xur and get your Legacy Engram. You will eventually get this thing from him. It's extremely effective. Hopefully you get something with heavy ammo finder on it. So with that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Like this video, it really does help me out a lot. Give me a comment underneath this about how you feel about this subclass tree. Subscribe to the channel for future Destiny content. And with that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.